Friends, you are welcome to yet another episode of TopBrass Likeable Leaders. As you know, we invite leaders in our show and discuss their success story so that we can also learn few mantras of success from them. Today, we have a very interesting personality on our show. She is founder and owner of internet radio Pani Puri, or also she is also founder of Ekjut Theatre Group. She is founder or director of Sanjeevani for You, where she is continuously bringing smiles to the people. So without wasting further any time, I welcome Promila Kumar. Promila, you are most welcome to TopBrass Likeable Leaders.
Good morning, Kanchan, and thank you so much for having me as your guest in your program. Appreciate it.
So you have a versatile journey so far. How did this happen and from where it started?
Well, Kanchan, as you know, I'm basically an IT professional. I work as a product manager developing e-commerce software solutions. Since I came to the US about 20 years ago, I have been doing a lot of social work for the past 18 years. And once my children were old enough, I had more time at hand. And so I started Radio Pani Puri and Ekjut Theatre. I had been an avid theatre enthusiast when I was in school and college. So maybe after that, I tried to pursue my hobbies. And as I was doing social work for almost 18 years, helping the immigrant community here in the US for a lot of their issues, concerns, which they could not share back home, Sanjeevani for You was born. And this non-profit organization, we provide free help and support and advocacy for anyone going through mental health concerns or domestic abuse. And that's how the journey has been there. In my journey, I have met lots of people in all walks of life, which have enriched my life and expanded my circle of friends and professionals.
So how did you evolve as a professional along these changing scenario? You have over the period of time take up few challenges, few further jobs. So how all this evolved? How you evolve as a professional or a leader?
Yes, when I was in India, in New Delhi, I was in the teaching line. I used to teach computer science for high school students.
Okay.
And when I moved here due to my husband's job, I changed my career to go into corporate world. I trained myself in doing a degree in the US. I have a master's in computer science. So yes, no journey is easy enough, Kanchan. So, a lot of struggles, a lot of hard work, and trying to study with two little children is not easy. Trying to embrace a new life, a new professional career was not easy. So the transition took about a year, 2 years, but a lot of hard work, a lot of teaching on my own, and then trying to understand the work culture, the corporate culture in the US was a journey by itself. Learned a lot, made mistakes, but learned through it again and again. And for the past 20 years, I've worked for many corporations and have grown my career and enriched my experiences.
Okay, so you had been in this field for more than 2 decades, right?
Yes.
And witnessed the transformation of the industry. And how you what is your observation and learning from this transition?
Right. 20 years ago, computer field was still coming up. Not everyone was an IT professional. If you remember, Y2 bug was a big one when that had started. And then a lot of digitization started happening. A lot of these companies started to embrace what does it mean to have a digital footprint. Understanding different kind of work culture. As you understand, most of the companies use the waterfall method. Trying to embrace the agile culture was itself a new learning for the companies themselves. So in the companies which I have worked, I've tried to instill this new technology, bringing in the digital footprint and making personalization as part of the work culture. Again, work culture has evolved a lot. It's no longer a 9 to 5 job. It's omnipresent,
Right.
global, and it should be available 24/7.
Okay, so I'm just going through your profile and your list of achievements and award. So, what are those three accomplishments which are very near to your heart?
Well, I think awards are appreciation, and we do a lot of work not because we want the accolades, but when people appreciate it, it seems that the work which we are doing is worthwhile. I feel really accomplished that last year during the Women's Day event in March, I was awarded the Top 20 Global Woman of Excellence Award by Danny Davis, who is a name to reckon in the Chicagoland area. So with that, it's not only an award for myself, it was for the entire organization and everyone who works and volunteers for it.
So, when we talk about achievement, it is imperative that we talk about failures too. So, do
Yes.
you face any? If yes, how did you overcome it?
Yeah, definitely, Kanchan. I'm not a business person per se. I'm more of a person who has uh, worked as a job. I have not owned. So when I started Radio Pani Puri, so it was a whole business organization to start with. I
Right.
learned a lot of ropes. It was many failures came up, but with each failure, I also learned. So I do not consider them failures. It's more like challenges. I taught myself website development, technology in software development for music, and and different kind of a radio program. I taught myself all the intricacies of doing a theater production, and I also taught myself and trained myself in mental health and domestic abuse, so that I could help others. Lots of failures came in Kanchan in different stages, but what I can say, in the first 2 years of any of those ventures, the gaps were many. There were stumbling steps were many, but I was very fortunate to have met a lot of people who helped me overcome those failures and to be where we are today.
Okay. So, what are the essential factors to succeed in today's environment?
I think I can say three things for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hard work. We need to be able to adapt ourselves to different environments.
Okay.
And the other part is respect.
Mm-hmm.
Respect for each other and to all we work with. So I
Okay.
think the combination of these three is very essential to begin with any venture or to be part of anything which we are trying to do.
So, what are three words which describe Promila the best?
Sincere, hardworking, and a dependable person.
Okay. So, IT industry has come a long way in past 3 decades, as you know. So, where do you see industry going from here?
The industry for in the IT part has evolved significantly, and one thing is the most certain is change. In the IT world, change is omnipresent, and if we are not pacing ourselves with the change, then we are going to be left far behind. The technology, the prevalence of use of technology has evolved everywhere. We have to be at step with all the millennials who are there in this world right now.
Okay, so how do you see yourself participating in new growth areas?
I have continuously, in my current job and in my previous jobs also, I am continuously evolving myself, teaching myself to new trends, new software solutions, and especially the areas that I work with. Unless I am at par with them, I will not be able to develop or create something for my company. So evolution all the time is essential for growth.
Okay. So, how do you see the investor community driving this growth since there's a lot of competition?
It is,
Uh,
again, so it's
yeah.
a lot of competition, but what investors also see is what is the long-term growth with it. A lot of the opportunities come with 2 to 5 years, but investors look as they say, the bull in the eye, and it has to be long term and it has to be sustainable. Kanchan, we have seen many of these companies, go down in 2 to 3 years because the long-term vision was not maintained or articulated.
So, tell some interesting incident when you started your Radio Pani Puri. So, if you can recall some interesting and enjoyable
Yeah,
incident.
sure. Radio Pani Puri, when we started, there was actually just three persons which started, and we had to cover up a 24/7 program. So believe us, Kanchan, we each three used to do 2 to 3 shows in a single day. But it was a lot of fun. We used to do it live, and we used to get a lot of interactions. So our type of shows changed from ghazal to pop to English hip hop. So we used to change the versatility that way. Uh, uh, Again, a lot of fun though, but a huge variety to our listeners. People used to think there are 7, 8 different hosts, but there were only three of us at that time.
Okay. So, what is the message you would like to share to the young people?
To the young people, I would like to say, yes, you do have a lot of great ideas. You have a lot of energy, enthusiasm. That's very important. Sometimes experience can also be gained from someone senior to you or who has followed before you.
Right.
It doesn't hurt. Take the experience, take the energy, make it a bundle and go for it.
Right. It was lovely talking to you, Pramila, and we wish we will be talking to you again on this channel. So, till we meet next time, I'll take a leave from you now. Take care and all the best for your Radio Pani Puri efforts. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Kanchan. Thank you, Akulmach Technology. Very best wishes for all this program. Thanks.